AA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Will Lutz. It's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 15. They'll try the air now with Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. RPO, he completes it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by Hollister. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. First down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
He's brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups. And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The gun now on 3rd down. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Lutz missed it to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. From the gun, here's Watson, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's the backup Mariota. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Watson. And incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. But it'll be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Damon Harrison able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
It's fielded at the 45. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marcus Mariota, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check one. Watch it decline. I got one.
Mariota on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Jaguars 10. Texans nothing.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And his throw is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
41 to Mike. 41 to Mike. Check, 41. You remember me.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, it's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down. And
well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch out.
He throws there, incomplete.
For Chase Claypool, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
45 yards.
And now out comes Houston. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On first down, Watson. Pass incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Yeah, he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Is good. Makes the score Jaguars 13, Texans 7.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Steps away to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Texans.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Watson on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by Hollister. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they try the right side here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. From the gun, Mariota. Completion here to Claypool. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff looking right, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch gears, switch gears.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
44-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
Jaguars 22.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Deshaun Watson in the offense, down by 15, a minute 38 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson now throwing on first down. He's got Jack Doyle fighting through it. He's got space. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Amani Hooker, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.